Bing bong, Obamacare. Bing, bing, bing bong, 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 bong. Get those lights off. Bing, 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 bing. China. Bong, bong, bing, 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 bong. Turn off the lights.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's going on, everybody? Oh, I just pulled the Xbox. Oh, sorry.
Whoa. You owe me money now.
I'll give you my 2 cents a little bit later, bot. I'll give you my 2 cents a little bit later.
You always
Iron
give
Bean
your 2
Coffee,
cents.
what is up? Thank you for the super chat. Let's get the cat out of the way. What's up, everybody? Happy Sunday. It is a beautiful Sunday.
Home of Strip Cat Kitty.
Oh, here we go. I got it.
Oh, you got it working again?
Yeah, I did.
It's not a beautiful Sunday.
I love that freaking cat.
It's a beautiful morning.
No, Xbot. No.
It's a beautiful morning tonight. It really is.
What's going on, everybody? What's up, Evie? I was going to say Butcher Van. I meant Brian Baker. What's up? I heard you were on the show last week and made you millions. Thank you, Iron Bean Coffee, for stopping by and for the super chat. I appreciate you guys. What's up, Tima? I thought I saw here.
Tima.
Somewhere hiding. Yes, Tima. What's up? I was going to say hi again to Butcher Van. Fastback, what's going on? What's up, everybody? Mogs, good evening. So I have a confession to make. We're late because Xbot lost all the coffee, and now we don't have any coffee. We have the casuals, we have the consoles, we have the gearheads.
I didn't lose the coffee. Listen, Iron Bean, please. I didn't lose the coffee, okay?
Yeah.
He just didn't make it.
Where's the rest
You
of the
just have a couple gearheads. Just a few.
Speaking of coffee, guys, I am going to leave you with these hoodlums on the panel real quick, and I'm going to go make coffee, like, right now, okay?
I better find my
I better not find nothing.
Summoned.
My coffee.
You have been summoned, bro.
I better not find...
In her favorite mug, sir. Go on.
Yeah. It's an Iron Bean mug. It's an amazing mug. So guys, we have a great show for you tonight, and we have the usual suspects, Xbot448, who forgot the coffee, made us late, and then we have Supersonic Station, we have Butcher Van, we have Crispy Bum, and then we have a guest appearance by the lovely lady Foxfire. You want to say what's up to everybody, Foxy?
What's up, everybody? Foxy.
Well done.
You know what?
Well done.
Awesome.
Fox.
That is just awesome.
Time out. Foxy,
What?
will you do your impersonation of me, please?
Oh, emulators. That's all I got.
That was pretty good.
VR. VR.
Not too bad.
That is really good.
VR.
Oh, whoa, that one sounded creepy, Chris. What the hell?
What are you doing over there, Chris?
I'm offended right now.
Wow.
I swear the emulators and the VR.
You guys are crazy. You guys are crazy. All right.
I have to give Sonic credit, though, because his one stream of VR the other day was actually pretty good. I was laughing pretty good the other day.
Which stream were you talking about? Which one? I need to know.
Was it the Cage 6 one?
It was the Spider-Man one with this Kate Stick.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, it was Kate
I
Stick.
went in there for a moment and I was like, this is clickbait because there's a picture of a chick from Overwatch and it wasn't clickbait. I was disappointed.
It was really funny because like Sonic was all in this like movie studio trying to act like they're actually in a movie studio, and everybody's just causing havoc in this place, just tearing the whole setup, and he's like talking news and weather and sports and stuff.
Very nice.
Wasn't Kate Six freaks out.
Wasn't he throwing chairs and things at the wall?
Yep.
What is wrong with you, man? You crazy.
That was like the day before Bungie left Destiny. The most videos of Cade 6 like totally flipping out. Crap.
That's freaking awesome. All right, so we're gonna get started on our topics. What have you guys played this week? I'm gonna start with Foxy since you are the guest here. You get to go first. What have you been playing?
Oh, wow. My brain's going blank. Battlefield 5, of course. I've been playing that on and off since it came out. What else? Overwatch. Played some Overwatch last night.
Oh, heck yeah.
What else? Oh, Strange Brigade. We just finished the whole little campaign. Me and my friends.
Strange Brigade?
Yeah, it's really good. It's like right under Zombie Army. when it comes to like playing it with your friends and.
All right,
You know,
so
just
I've heard
shooting
of that
things.
game, but I don't even know what it is, honestly. Like, I feel so confused right now.
It's like I said, it's just like Zombie Army, but no zombies.
No zombies?
They got like they got skeletons. They got
Oh.
mummies.
Is this a Game Pass game?
Yeah. That's why we were like, oh shit, we need to play this from the same people, and we really enjoyed Zombie Army, so we jumped on that. It's just as fun, but we still think that Zombie Army is like better somehow. I think it's also more challenging. Yeah,
Right.
it was fun.
What's up, Matthew Blum? So you guys, I'm going to share a link in the chat, and I need you guys to all go listen to this, and really, really listen to this. All right? It's an amazing song.
Oh my god.
And it's featuring the lovely Lady Foxfire singing, and it's freaking awesome. It's freaking awesome. Like, my heart melted. I was like, oh, shit. Oh, shit. So when you guys get a chance, go check out that link.
Yeah, somebody got skills on this panel, and I'll let you
Hear that,
know.
Bot?
Nobody even
Hear
knew.
that? Her heart melted, Bot.
It was so
Jelly?
cool.
I'm gonna have you write a song for her. At least I know now that her heart can melt. I thought it was so cold that it was like just permafrost.
Oh my
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
That hurts.
I thought it was the song from the actual game, and then like I put 2 and 2 together. And like, whoa,
I didn't write it, by the way. Scrotum, he wrote it. He did the instruments
Who?
and the. his name is Scrotum. Yeah. I just call him Scromo. That's my nickname for him. He's one of my best friends, and
How do you spell
yeah,
his name?
he's. Wait, I have to spell his name.
Scrotum.
Oh shit!
I don't know his Twitter.
SK something.
Don't put me in the spot.
SKROTOM.
Oh my god! Don't do this to me.
Okay.
I did it.
SZKROTM. Anyway, sometimes he uses 0. So yeah, I just call him Scromo.
All
And
right, well, I'm tweeting that link out. If you guys want to check it out later or now, go for it. I have Lady Foxfire tagged because I couldn't figure out how to spell his name on Twitter. So I couldn't find him. It wasn't popping up. But yeah.
you found him now?
She has some phenomenal singing skills, and that's him singing as well, right?
Yes.
That's freaking
yes.
cool.
He has a whole bunch of other videos where he's singing or rapping or doing some metal. Like, he's very talented, and he was just like, hey, you want to do this song with me? Because I'm only comfortable in party chats singing with my friends, when I'm having a good time. I don't think about it. But this is the first time I've actually done something like that, where I'm like, okay, I'm taking this seriously, and then I'm going to send it to him so he could mess with it and add it to music. It was cool.
You did a great job, both of you, and I feel like
Thanks.
he really needs some more subscribers on that YouTube channel.
Yes,
go check out
I
his
agree.
other stuff because he did really well. It was awesome. What's up, Z Black Rider? So Supersonic Station, what have you been playing this week?
I played Shadow of the Colossus in that game. I almost said the F word.
Oh no, you can't say the F word.
You pretty
That
much
game-
said the F word, man. Like
Okay.
you paused on the ing part. Like,
Okay, I'll finish it then. That game effing sucks. The horse controls like crap. The player controls like crap. The camera is horrible, and I feel bad killing these giant innocent colossi.
It sounds like some VR, bro.
No, it was just a regular game. But
that's
speaking of
why you
VR,
said it sucks because it wasn't in VR.
yeah. Speaking of VR, oh my god, I did this challenge for Resident Evil 7. If you beat Resident Evil 7 within 4 hours, you unlock a skill saw, which you can totally go back in the game and demolish everyone. So I tried it in VR. Then, like, time went by.
No. Did you just say a skill saw? Did you really just say a skill saw?
Skill saw.
Legit,
circular
the one
saw.
with the guard on it. Like, come on.
Yeah, it's a circular saw. You can totally demolish people with it.
I call bullshit. I'm just
No,
saying.
that's true. Ask Jago. I promise.
Have you tried it in real
well,
life
then
that
it's
you're calling
unreal.
BS?
But wait, hold on. Then 8.5 hours. I was in VR for 8.5 hours in Resident Evil 7.
Whoa.
I didn't even realize it. No breaks whatsoever. It was
Came out,
crazy.
his eyes were melted.
No,
He
I
was
felt
sucking
fine.
that Resident Evil 7 off, bro.
Game's so good. I promise you. And I think I played another crappy Sony game that I hated, and that's about it. Oh, and I started Halo Combat Evolved Solo and Legendary.
Beautiful.
And VR chat.
In VR
That's it.
or in VR chat.
And I love VR chat. Yes.
VR chat.
That's not a
including-
game.
Madness.
It's not. Yeah, it's not a game. It's just a social experience. But you can see any character you ever want to see. Like
It's not a game kind of like Detroit Become Human. Oh no.
That's
Wow.
kind
I'm
of like
leaving.
a choose your own adventure. I love, dude. I love Detroit Become Human. I thought that was very entertaining.
Of course you would.
I mean, it's kind of like a Netflix show, but it's very entertaining.
Anybody who says how much they love Detroit Become Human as a game, just let you know right now, you're showing how casual you really are. I'm just saying.
Wow. I don't agree, but okay.
Okay.
All right.
I'm pretty sure Until Dawn is a great game, right?
No.
Oh, don't you talk smack
Don't you
about,
dare!
don't you talk smack about Until
Wow,
Dawn.
Xbox, you're about to get beat down.
I love
that
it.
movie.
What's up, Noof? Noof is in the house.
Noof kaboom!
Putting my boxing gloves on. We're gonna fight Xbot live.
Do it, please. Xbox.
I only got my MMA gloves. Is that okay?
Noof is talking
Sure.
to your bot. Just like,
My bot is awesome.
Detroit Become Boring. Oh, look at Noof.
Oh, snap.
like, hey, Detroit was very good, but it's on eBay right now, so I'm selling it. It's like kind of one and done.
It was so good. I'm
All
selling
right,
it.
Xbot, what have you played this week? What games that weren't games have you played also?
What games that weren't games?
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I
I
played some
did
trash stuff too.
I did start playing an actual Assassin's game with Assassin's Creed 2.
Mhm.
I got back into that. I'm having a lot of fun with that. I saw that they put Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 into Game Pass. I started playing that again. I'm trying to get the oldest kid in the house in on the interweb, so this way I could just whoop him real quick. Let's see. I played some of the world's most powerful handheld as well. I actually did that today with the kids. The second oldest, Tyler, came over with his Switch, and we were playing Super Smash Brothers. And one of our 11-year-olds is nothing but a shit talker the entire time. It was crazy. I took the oldest to the side, and I was like, dude, you know how you take care of a shit talker? You got to beat them and just keep beating them. Eventually, they get mad and they don't want to play anymore.
Is that why he was like really?
Trying?
No, he was like whooping the 11-year-old's ass in the game, and I felt so bad for him. I was like, damn.
Well, at first, I don't know if they were being nice to him or something like that, but he wasn't being nice to them at all. He's like, oh, your butt's on fire. Oh no, yeah, like he was just going in on them. So I was like, hey, guys, don't go easy. Give him the business. You know what I'm saying? If he can talk it, he's gonna have to deal with it. You know what I'm
If
saying?
he can talk it, he better walk it. Is that what you're saying, Bot?
Something like I didn't want to sound that corny.
You can talk the talk, you better walk the walk.
Yeah.
You better walk.
Other than that, I went through a little bit of a Sonic the Hedgehog marathon, where
Yep.
I went from Sonic Mania to Sonic All-Star Racing Transformed to Sonic Forces, and all those games I had fun. I am so upset with Sonic Forces. The gameplay is just absolutely awesome. Everything else about that game completely falls apart, though. Like voice acting, what kind of story they tried to put there. Everything is just horrible. Even the menus, absolutely horrible. But the actual game, the gameplay, going in on the levels, were terrific. So I'm still having fun playing that.
I gotta pick that one up. I'm pretty sure it's better than Sonic Unleashed when he's like turns into a werewolf at night or some bullshit. That was pretty bad.
Oh yeah, no, it's definitely better than that.
Okay.
That was funny. Sonic Unleashed. What are we gonna do to change up Sonic? We'll turn him into a werewolf and make him slower. How about that? Yeah, that's exactly where we're going.
I was like, ew! I returned that the same day I got it. I was like, no!
But no, and it's funny because like it is probably the best 3D Sonic in terms of movement in gameplay and stuff like that, going from 2D to 3D. They did a great
Yeah.
job with all that. But everything else, the voice acting, the story they try to put around it, the menus, even customizing your own kind of like Sonic character, all that stuff falls apart. But if you want like good gameplay, yeah, I definitely suggest playing that.
Very nice, Xbot. Very nice.
And the coffee's brewing, by the way. It should be just
I was just thinking about
About
the coffee.
time.
Too late, bro. You're too late.
Yeah,
Damn
you're
it.
late. You're
I
fired.
quit.
No, you
I
don't. Shut up. Crispy Bomb, what have you been playing this week?
Can everybody say it? I want to hear everybody say it. What have I been playing?
Gears!
Years.
Not Gears.
Oh, not Gears? Yeah, it's been Gears. Sorry.
Halo 5, multiplayer. The
Oh,
entire
yeah, I'm
week,
sure.
nothing else.
I'm sure I want to jump over people. Yeah, that's cool. That's what I'm talking about.
You've been playing
that.
Fortnite.
Oh, but seriously, yes, Gears and a lot of Mortal Kombat. A lot. Like, actually, I
you
am
practicing?
like really into Mortal Kombat now. No, because Daz won't take my challenge. I told him, I was like,
Oh
hey,
no, I heard about that.
All right.
I told him, I said, you pick random and so will I, and we'll do best of 10. And he won't do that. So I'm
'Cause he has
calling
a
him out
maid.
now.
Yes,
Oh, I'm calling out with Lady Foxfire up in here. I'm calling him out, and I'm saying, okay, I will play him best of 10 with Scorpion, and then he has to play me best of 10 random, and I'll bet you I'll beat him random. I don't
Hey,
think I'll
Fox,
beat him with Scorpion. That's
Fox,
the way I
Daz
go.
he doesn't have a main. He has what we like to call an only.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's
I
not
mean, that
a
sounds
main.
right.
It's an only.
The one and
So-
only.
So you're gonna sit here and flaunt Mortal Kombat, but you're not gonna take me up on that offer. Come on.
He
I
said
think
flaunt.
it's pretty simple.
He said
What?
flaunt. Immediately,
Yes.
immediately,
Yes.
I thought, shake what your mama gave you.
Can you please
Shake
never
what
do
your
that
mama gave-"
on my show
At
ever
first,
again.
I said after you beat me with Scorpion, I said then you can play me in Gears and get your you know what handed to you. Yes, but
Oh damn, he
You-
said,
you
"Come
know
get the
what?
shotgun."
You can't
You
even
know.
say ass on this show. Wow.
I won't even touch the Lancer. I'll just use a shotty the whole time, and I'll
Nice.
be all over you. But that's okay.
Is it
That's
the shot?
X-Spot, you still owe me a horde, bro. So
Whoa!
what you talking
I
about?
am so glad you overemphasized the D at the end of that word, man. Like that sounded like that was going somewhere. Like I never promised anything like that.
I throw the D everywhere, bro. That's good.
Oh no!
I don't know why.
Cringy,
Jesus.
cringy.
I remember I used to play Gears with Mel a
Oh,
while ago. What happened with that girl? We
she
played
fucked
Ultimate
me
together,
up.
and then a little bit of 4.
She drop shot in my face, and I'll never forget that moment. I haven't turned
Oh,
the game
man.
on since. I was just like, ouch.
I didn't mean to. You rolled back into it, and I felt bad.
It was great.
A lot of
She
people
was
don't
on
know about
opposing.
the
We were
drop
on
shot.
opposing teams. We should
Mel
play
knows.
some of that.
Mel knows about the drop shot.
Yeah, she messed me up, broke my heart. I was like, I'm out. I'm done. Real quick, Yobi Dren, what's up? Yobi Dren's in the chat. He said, cheer him up, you guys. I was listening. He makes music. I don't know if you guys know that. I was listening to some of his music last night. It's pretty freaking awesome. Yobi, if you want to send me the link to your
Oh yes, talented
SoundCloud,
peoples.
I will totally put that in the chat.
Hey,
Or you could
Yobi.
actually put it in the chat. I'll make you.
Can I get a new Xbot intro? What's up?
Yo, he said something about Master Chief and the Covenant. I can't rap, so I'm not gonna even try. But
Oh shoot!
shit was it was really good. I was listening to that at 3:30 in the morning on the way home from work. I listened to that song like 3 times. I forget what it's called.
Hey, Ohsnaps, I have a feeling Yobi's Master Chief song would melt my heart.
Well,
I'm
it was
saying.
just like that one section there that said Master Chief and the Covenant, and it was really. I was just like, it had a crazy beat. It was amazing. You guys should check out his music. All right, and then we have Silent but Deadly Butcher Van. Butcher Van, what have you been playing this week?
Hey, what's going on, guys? Not much. I started to download that Cuisine Royale. That's actually a pretty decent game.
What the hell?
Yeah, it's
What? Yeah, I
all
meant to ask you about that. What is Cuisine
Xbox
Royale?
Insiders can download it. So if you go on your Xbox Insiders app, you can go on there and download the beta.
Cuisine
And it's
Royale.
basically, yeah,
Food?
it's Cuisine Royale on Xbox Insiders. And basically, it's a PUBG lookalike, but instead of armor, you wear pots and pans as armor.
Oh, I am down.
Oh
yeah,
my god.
and it is hilarious because, like, so I was playing, and there's this. You can have this oxygen tank as one of your pieces, and it'll actually make you run longer because, like, it's like oxygen tank of breathing, and so you can actually run for a longer distance because you have oxygen. And then it has like
tank of breathing.
Yeah.
I like it.
It was called oxygen tank of hold breath. That's what it was called.
Made by kids.
Yeah, and then they had like this blood bag that hangs off your back, and it gives you like a little bit more stamina. And then there's a bunch of other stuff that goes into it, but it's actually a pretty fun game, and it actually surprisingly it looks better than PUBG. I'm gonna say it.
Wait, did you just say it looks better than PUBG?
It does. It looks better than PUBG.
Oh man.
Dude, is that a surprise though? Let's be honest here. Anybody?
That's not hard to do.
Instead of like popping energy drinks and stuff to heal, in Cuisine Royale you eat pizzas and bread and a bunch of other stuff.
I love pizza, love food. I'm downloading it right now. Oh my god,
it's a pizza.
It's actually really fun.
Pizza or energy drink? I'll take the energy drink all day. I'm just saying.
Take both.
But there's some really cool outfits you can get, and you can earn it all. It's all free stuff that you earn, but you have to play the game a whole lot.
Yo,
to get
she
any
really
of that
is.
Stuff.
She just downloaded it because my screen just popped up. I need to clear up some storage for a game being downloaded right now.
Yeah, and I actually looked it up because that was the first time I've ever heard of it. And so I actually looked it up, and they made the game to make fun of PUBG. That's why they made this game.
Oh, it's amazing. You do find some pretty freaking awesome games.
No, what? See, that's what they're making fun of PUBG, so they had to make sure the graphics were better. I see what they did there.
What's up, G-Man?
Well, but see, the thing is like they have frying pans and stuff in the game as well, just like PUBG, but they took it even farther, and instead of like chicken dinners, it's like if you die, it says better get cooking.
Wow. I want a spaghetti strainer as a helmet. That's all I want, and I'll be great.
Yeah, and they have level armor too, so it's like level 1 through 3 armor. And so like the better the armor, the bigger pot, or the better looking the pot looks, or however, it's pretty cool.
Here's my question for Xbot: is it metal or plastic?
Well, level 1 is definitely plastic, but level 2 and higher, it goes into metal. I think level 3 will be that really shiny, kind of like chromed out metal,
Is it stainless steel or carbon fiber?
Is there any carbon fiber that you cook on?
The great part is like you can wear so much armor, like so by the time if you get all the armor slots filled, your whole entire body looks like a kitchen, because you have a pot and pan on each leg in the front and the back. You have like a big ass pan on your butt.
I thought Van was just calling me fat. Like if I get all the armor, I look as big as a kitchen.
You'll be laughing when you see it. When you actually run around with all those pots and pans, it's pretty funny.
Not just a kitchen, a commercial kitchen, Xbox.
Yeah. one of those Samsung kitchens that all the appliances talk to each other, man.
Yep. It's actually pretty fun, and that's what I was playing. I also played Black Ops 4 Zombies, thanks to Supersonic Station.
Oh yeah.
Where's my gift, yo?
Yeah.
Damn.
And my son, since I got it, my son got it obviously because we share console.
Nice.
And so he got it, and he starts playing Call of Duty, and he's like, "Hey, you want to play with me?" I'm like, "If it's zombies, I'll play with you, but anything else, nope."
Anything else? Nope. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I strictly just wanted to play zombies. That's all I wanted to play it for.
It would have been funny to be like, we could do the campaign co-op, and you're like, nah, I can't do that.
All right.
And then the third game I started playing was it's called Manual Samuel.
I've heard of that. Well, that sounds like nonsense.
Skateboarding
game,
skeleton?
That game's pretty crazy, where you have to like play the game and like make the guy walk, and you have to actually like let him blink and breathe.
Whoa.
It's a little
Just saying.
Well, it's not. It's actually pretty interesting because Yeah, you just have to play it to understand.
Yeah, but
what
if
it
I
is.
gotta
have
breathe.
a ears, I have trouble walking, so
I'll
I
just
mean,
be like,
what
stop
do you-
breathing.
It's pretty funny because like every once in a while it'll tell you, blink, damn it, blink, and you're like, oh shoot, I forgot to press that button.
It's like, no, I'm playing
Does it got
VR. I
contacts
can't.
in? got the contacts in, dude.
Yeah,
All right, now I'm about to go get my cup of coffee.
But-
Oh,
yeah, yeah. If anybody's in Xbox Insider, I would recommend just trying out the Cuisine Royale. It's pretty fun.
all right. Well,
Nah,
it's
I'm good, bro.
downloading for me, and I'm excited for that. I had to clear some space on my Xbox. I need like a 8 terabyte hard drive because this is nonsense. I'm tired of uninstalling stuff that I don't really.
It involves food, right, Mel? That's it.
Yes, I love food.
Royale.
All right. Real quick, I forgot I was gonna say something. I don't remember what the fuck it was because Xbox just came over here and like pulled my hair. Not pulled, just like yanked it gently, I guess.
I was like, wait, what?
He was trying to scare me, I think, but he failed.
Gotta
I'll
get you
say-
that coffee.
Oh,
I'll say something. I've been doing pretty good so far. My goal today was not to interrupt anyone.
not to what?
Interrupt anyone. That's
You have
I'm
achieved
doing
your
pretty good.
goal for like the first half hour, so
You
that's
win.
cool.
Hell
You
yeah.
and Cookie.
Cookies, no cookies.
Look-
You're not allowed to say that word here, Foxy. No.
Lucky, Sonic got a cookie.
Wow. All right. Xbot has to make sure he plays that that terrible song, that Bing Bong song, at the end of the show. So remind him before we go off air. G-Man would like to hear it, and he also said cheap vodka. He's drunk. I love you guys. We love you too, G-Man. I love all of you guys. I played nothing really this week because I haven't had time. I played PUBG, and I played a little bit of VR today.
What'd you play?
I didn't play it. The kids played it. I tried playing a new cooking game, the Clash of Chefs, but that shit wasn't working, and I still haven't had a chance to try it again and adjust my sensors. So I was kind of disappointed about that.
So my question is, if there was PUBG in VR, how excited would you be?
Okay, so there's this game called Pavlov, and I was playing a little bit of it. Blades was playing. I think Supersonic has it. I know I played with Blades and my stepson, and it's similar to a PUBG, but it's not the same. And it is really friggin' cool the way they did it. But if there was PUBG in VR, forget it. You guys would never see me again.
Wait for It's called Population 1. It's coming out this year.
I signed up for that.
Nice.
So yeah, there's a game called Pavlov, and it is kind of like Battle Royale, but I don't think there's nearly 100 people, maybe like a few. I don't know. I played mostly with bots. And
Here, wench.
Thank you, dear. He just
Oh,
called me a
snake.
fucking wench.
Oh, give me the coffee.
Winch.
I'm about to
Love that
flip
word.
this desk.
I'm about to flip my desk, but then I'll break all my shit for what?
Where's Foxy's coffee, dude? What's
Yeah,
doing?
where's Foxy's coffee? He's not at his mic yet. So Blade says Pavlov for life.
I haven't tried it.
All right. So you guys, I did get my 13-year-old to play some VR this weekend. Well, today.
Don't
he
worry,
got-
Foxy. I poured you a cup. I am walking down to your house right now.
Xbox.
Okay,
this is
cool.
Iron Bean.
But yeah.
Okay,
it's,
where was it? Because I couldn't find it earlier. I told you lost
It was.
He had a
on-
hidden stash.
It was on the
Did.
shelves with all the food and coffee and sugar and stuff.
it. Oh, well, I couldn't find it earlier, but man, it tastes great.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
I do a good job, people.
You do such a good job.
Oh,
How
by
much
the
is
way,
what,
Gab.
Supersonic?
by the way, I forgot to say I played Beat Sabers as well on the Vive, and that's a really cool game. I hope we get Rock Band VR at some point in time, though.
Xbox. Hey, did you? They do have VR and they do have Rock Band in VR.
No, I said I hope we get it though.
Oh, nice. Hey, guess what? You can customize those Beat Sabers to be what are those things called that the elites use in Halo?
The
Those-
plasma. Yeah, I know about the plasma swords, but
The energy swords.
yeah, the hit detection isn't really good on those. But we our oldest, he actually downloaded a whole bunch of different swords and stuff like that. I like using kind of like the standard katanas, not the ones that come with the game, but that's the thing. It's on PC, so there's a bunch of mods. He's got a bunch of songs like from Eminem's Kamikaze album and stuff like that on there. It's crazy.
Nice.
Crazy.
We gotta get some floppy Bilbo mods. That's Blades.
Did you
I
say
didn't.
floppy Bilbo?
Has your Bilbo become floppy?
All right.
Oh
They
no.
have a pill for that.
All right, guys. So we're gonna dive into some of these topics.
We have topics?
Yeah, we do. Oh,
Holy crap.
we're supposed to have a silent and awkward show, but we failed at that because Xbot talks too much.
Even at my job.
Yeah, even at your job. Oh, Xbot, your birthday is in 2 days.
Yes, it is.
What game do you want for your birthday? If you
Tell
could
all
pick
the
one
peoples.
game.
Oh, damn.
What's the list? We Santa.
Destiny.
All right,
Oh,
Santa.
First off, I mean, I got
gets
pretty much
nothing.
everything I want, but if there was a game I had to pick, it'd probably be Hitman 2 right now. I have been dying to play that game.
Really?
Yeah.
How about
Kingdom Hearts.
how about I'll get you Cuisine Royale.
Exactly what
like
he
a good
wanted.
deal.
Yep.
I've been dreaming about that for the last like 5 minutes. I
Yeah.
swear.
See? How about Rock Band VR?
Yeah, oh, dude, a Rock Band VR. Yo, I found out that the attachment, because I thought you had to get a whole different kind of like sensor to put onto your guitar, but it's just a little plastic attachment that costs like $10 or something, $6, $10 or something like that, and it holds one of the sensors that you already like use, one of the controllers you already use. So I was like, oh shit! I thought it would be like a crazy kind of like investment, like. Another like getting another controller or something like that, plus buying the game. I know the game's $40, but then it's like a $6 to $10 attachment for the guitar.
So I think what we should do is sign you up for an Oculus account, and then we'll get you Rock Band VR on there. I'll get you that for your birthday, right? And we'll get the adapter and all that, and then
I'm not touching your computer. The last time I touched your computer, I switched it to my profile, and you went crazy because OBS, all the settings were changed, which I didn't do it. I didn't do it at all. But
you don't have to touch anything, but put the headset on and put the thingies on your hand.
If I got
Yobi
Rock
said
Band on
Xbox,
VR, why
consider
would I
it
not
done.
stream that? Why
Right.
would I not stream that?
You can stream it, okay? But what I'm saying is we'll make you your own profile, and then you can play on my computer. Just don't fuck stuff up. Just play on mine. And then
Didn't we have a topic? I swear to God, we just talked about a topic. I'm just
Yeah, we're talking about my birthday right now.
Yeah, that's the
okay?
topic.
Well, happy birthday, okay?
Thank you.
I don't care right now because it's 2 days away. So just
You
chill
won't,
out,
care,
bro.
you won't care 2 days from now either, okay, Crispy?
Okay,
Let's
all
be real.
right. Let's do this. Come on, bro. Let's go.
You
Come
wanna
on,
fight?
bro.
Come on.
Oh, so Blade says you can't share Oculus accounts. Well, I can't make him his own account so that way he can have his own. Because in the future, Xbot is going to be getting a VR headset. Just so you guys know.
Yeah.
What? You can't have multiple accounts? VR dead.
Yeah, I just you have to have one on.
You got
the
a game
computer.
share.
No,
I know,
you could definitely share it. Like I can have.
Well,
my
you can't game
cousin-
share, and I'm okay with that. I don't need Rock Band. I suck at any type of Rock Band, any band.
Any
Fucking
band.
Guitar Heroes. I'm horrible at it. You guys should see me play. I'm like,
I love rhythm games so much.
Yeah, yo,
I would play that in VR. I
Beat
would.
Did you-
Saber.
have
Oh, you
shit.
heard it here first,
What?
ladies and gentlemen. You heard it
Foxy.
here first.
Foxy
She
will
would
do it.
nice.
I want to
Well,
try the beat. Was it Beat Sticks?
Beat Saber.
Beat Saber,
Beat
yeah.
Saber. Beat Sticks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
gotta
I'm gonna
shake
be
those
getting that.
Sony Bilbo sticks.
It's definitely something I'll be purchasing in the future because everyone here harasses me about it. Foxy gonna play flute in VRT? VR?
I don't play flute no more. I play drums, sir. Ma'am.
Rock Flute
Sir,
VR. It's a new game coming out.
Sir, ma'am. I don't know who said
It wasn't me who said it, it was Blades, so you can blame him. All right,
Blades.
so reports suggest Amazon is developing a streaming service, you guys. Xbot was the one who mentioned this to me, so I'm gonna kick it over to you, Xbot. What do you mean by a streaming service? Game streaming service?
All right,
Is this
all right.
real?
Put this in-
Is this a joke?
No. They came out and they verified that's what they're building the infrastructure for it. It will come out.
Is it gonna be like a Game Pass on Amazon?
That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. And see, the funny thing about that, Google and Amazon, they have been rumored to want to get into the gaming industry or something within the console space, be like new competitors in that kind of like arena. And of course there are other people like, oh no, they won't do that. And then, other people are like, well, they're just going to do streaming. And when I saw Amazon doing this, I thought to myself, I'm like, Amazon's they are known for their Fire Stick, right?
Yeah.
So they are known for making
Or Alexa.
hardware for a streaming service. So I was like, to me, I'm thinking to myself, and I wondered what the community thought about this. It's not too far-fetched for them to do kind of like what Xbox is doing with like an xCloud box, a streaming box, put in hardware that would lower the latency on a streaming service. I'm like, I'm thinking they're going that way. But I also thought it was really cool, like Amazon is finally kind of showing their cards, showing exactly what they have planned in terms of gaming, and it will be a streaming service. There's some people saying that it's going to be streamed to the Fire Stick and this and that or whatnot. But I'm like, you know what? I think they're going to come out with like a stream box, kind of like what Xbox is planning on doing as well. And I don't know. I want to hear what the panel thinks about this, because I think that's possible. I think we might see a little bit of hardware coming from Amazon when it comes to gaming.
I don't really know about that. I mean, I think Amazon personally, I feel like they're trying to rule the world, okay? They have movies. You could stream free movies if you have Prime. You could buy movies at a discounted price or rent them at a discounted price. They have food subscriptions. They have loot box, like the loot gaming boxes, something similar. A subscription
you can rent clothes.
Oh yeah, I was going to say that one. They have
the
food.
Yeah, they're partnered with Whole Foods. I don't know if you guys knew that. So
yeah,
when you could order from Amazon and they'll deliver Whole Foods to your house and stuff like that.
They will.
And they also make shows. So I know you mentioned movies. They make shows on their Amazon, video thing.
Shit. I love Amazon. I do.
Yeah, you're right. They're trying to do a little bit of everything. They're trying to put their hands in all the pots.
They really are.
So I'm not surprised they're trying to jump into gaming. And they're with Twitch, so they can see how popular certain things can get over there on Twitch, with certain games being, viewed by everyone, being extremely popular, being streamed by so many people, so they can see the revenue. They can see what they can make out of that.
I liked using Twitch because I had Amazon Prime, but at the same time, Twitch was just so dead. Whenever I was streaming, it was just kind of, I guess, a turn off. But you get the free stuff that they give you in games and things like that, so it made it worth it for me. Like, I still have Amazon Prime, so if they're offering like a Twitch, like a game thing, like they gave PUBG loot boxes, you still get them. You don't have to.
Yeah, they give you packs.
Yeah. So they also have the clothing service. You rent them for like 7 days and send them back. Xbot was like, what if I don't know. What'd you say about the undies?
Do they rent underwear?
I don't know.
and how, not for anything, but how clean do they have to be when you send them back?
Oh my god.
This is a regular conversation at home.
Reselling. I saw a video of Walmart reselling used underwear.
Oh
no, you didn't really.
No, for real.
That's
so
nasty.
What if Walmart does?
Wait, but it's Walmart. Why are you surprised? I mean, what?
Good
This
point.
didn't surprise me not one bit.
I mark my words. Walmart will do a game streaming thing too. It's getting oversaturated before it even begins.
It's called
I
Prime
think-
Wardrobe.
I think Soldier Boy's going to do game streaming.
Don't give them any ideas.
On this. Amazon has actually bought more of the cloud services than Microsoft. If you didn't know this,
Yeah, I
it's
think
it's Amazon, Google, and then Microsoft.
Yeah, they have more
Okay.
server farms, but the Azure platform is, I believe, it's still rated #1 in terms of performance.
No, you're right. You're right. That's why Microsoft made the right purchase, but Amazon actually owns more cloud servers than Microsoft, which is crazy. It's absurd because why would they need that right now? I mean, they basically are a purchase and sell company with, basically we ship the stuff to you. You can pay the Prime membership, which I have a Prime membership. I can say this, and it is well worth it for the 2 days for most of the stuff you can buy. But in all seriousness, they are invested in what is going on right now in the electronic world, because if you can play a game on any device, that becomes a asset. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And that's something that they have foreseen. And actually, I'll be honest, like, because Microsoft purchased one of the best cloud services you could possibly buy, Google is the one that's behind. If you didn't know this, Google is actually trying to make their own cloud service. They're not even trying to purchase anybody. They're just trying to make their own. The problem is that down the road, this could actually hurt them. And this is something that a lot of people don't realize that is happening, because we actually foresaw it in 2013. Microsoft already saw it. They said, you don't need a disk. You know what I mean? And then they got freaking shit on for it. But it's the truth. Because you don't.
Crispy, the funny thing is, you say that Google's the one behind, and I don't necessarily disagree with you. The funny thing is, like, people talk about like the technology and streaming and stuff, but if Google is the one that's furthest behind out of like the big three, Google is streaming a AAA game through a web browser right now.
Yeah, I have
AAA
it.
game, bro. One AAA game. We're not talking about multiple.
But so
We're
you can
talking about
imagine
one.
the quality in the higher too. You know what I'm saying?
And it's a very high demanding game. It's hard to run. So
yeah,
and
it's an action game.
What game is this?
Assassin's Creed Origins,
Assassin.
and I have it. It runs very, very, very good. Like, I was very impressed until someone turned on Netflix, and then I couldn't play it anymore.
Well, if you optimize your platform for that single game, of course it's going to run great.
That's a good
Just
point.
saying.
That's a good point.
You know, they're not giving you a vast majority of some great games that are worth
it's just a test. They're
giving you
all
one.
they're doing is testing a game. That's pretty much it.
No, they're testing one game. You understand what I'm saying? Obviously, they have some kind of partnership with Ubisoft, or they wouldn't do that.
The 1 becomes 2, 2 becomes 4, and so on.
Ubisoft is doing. Ubisoft's doing their own streaming thing.
But what I'm saying is 1 becomes 2, 2 becomes 4. I get that, but when you got 10 to 20 ahead of that, there's a problem. Like, Amazon owns the majority of the retail market right now. So they could sit back and watch what Google does and then take from them. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So the facts is that Microsoft clearly has bought one of the best cloud services you could have. But at the same time, Amazon could buy up 90% of it and say, okay, you have that 10%, Microsoft. What is Google going to have? Google is going to create their own shit, because that's the way they are. If you look at their whole, interface and everything else, they have created their own thing. And that's what they're going to be set on. The problem is this requires a lot of data, a lot of, just full on hardware and everything else. And Microsoft and Amazon have already actually bought these things up. Mm-hmm. So now Google has to spread their own thing around everywhere that Azure and Amazon, they bought up actually, like, I think 3 or 4 companies for cloud services. Mm. They bought them up. They have the hardware there already. They don't have to mess with that.
Yo, Crispy,
So-
Z Black in the chat. He does have a good point here. And when it comes down to it, Microsoft, they didn't buy Azure. They bought a bunch of different companies, but they built Azure up. They built the server farms and everything.
Shady time.
Thank you for the super chat.
Woohoo!
That cat just went crazy in my ear. Scared the Skittles out of me. Thank you for the super chat, Evie. You're a darling. Man, I just had a heart attack because it was so loud.
Scaring yourself with your own alert box.
I know, because I had the thing
It's the best way to do
minimized, and I'm reading over here as you guys are talking, and it was just like, bow, right in my ear, and my heart just stopped. Almost peed myself. All right, continue, guys. Thank you.
Shout out to Evie
for the
in the
super
chat.
chat, doll.
Oh wait, never mind. That's what you just said.
Wow.
Wow.
You're drunk. Go home. All right, I apologize.
She got 2 shout-outs. Nice.
Double the shout-outs. This cloud thing is, I don't know. Are you guys looking forward to this? I'm not. I think there's too many of them, like, already before it's even started.
I think it's interesting to think about or talk about now, but I don't think it's ready yet. I think it's just still in the testing stages and all that. But in the future, who knows? It could be the only thing we use, but way, way, way in the future. And also another thing I wanted to point out is that Amazon and Google have done what Microsoft has always been wanting to do, and that's be in your home, in your living room, in your house. And Amazon is always there. Like people, I know so many people, even if they don't use it, they have the Echo thingy and the Google Home thingy, right? And not that many people care about Microsoft. They just see them as, oh yeah, they made computers and they're okay, and I just use them for that. People don't see them as something they want to add to their everyday life. So for Amazon and Google, this would kind of be a regular thing if somebody wants to get into gaming or if anybody wants to look into this future stuff.
I
believe that they're all in the.
What if hold on, Chris? I start first. I didn't interrupt you.
Arm wrestle.
What? Okay, like probably all this stuff is gonna eventually end up an app on your smart TV. What if Netflix got into gaming?
You know what?
It would not work.
No matter
Why?
what it is.
Why wouldn't it work?
I think it would come down to the cost as well, because I'm not gonna shell out $50 or $60 for a streaming service that's not on Xbox. You know, like I'm not gonna pay Google and pay extra.
But what if
I
it
already have
streams to your
You're
Xbox?
playing game.
though?
You're paying for Game Pass.
Okay, yeah, and I choose to, but I'm not gonna pay for another service to have games streamed to my Xbox or on my computer or nothing.
Well, OhSnap,
How
check
dare
this
you,
out.
Connor.
There was a supposed leak, all right, with Verizon talking about a game streaming service, and in this, like I said, supposed leak or rumor, whatever you guys want to say, they had in the kind of like advertisement, they had like God of War, Detroit Become Human, they had PlayStation 4 quote unquote exclusives. Now, if that ever turns out to be, and you're able to play those on your, like, stream them to your Xbox, so you could be in an Xbox party chat, everything on one system, playing like God of War, Detroit Become Human. You know what I'm saying? Not separated from the community that you've invested in, but still able to play other platforms like exclusive games. You wouldn't put down money per month for that?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd have to see in the future.
It's a good question though, right? Like, and I think with this next, like,
I already
next
have
gen,
so much, and I don't have time for everything that I have, you know? So to me, it's kind of like, I'd like.
It would have to have something special and interesting for you to want to try it
really
or test
would.
it out.
It would
or
have to have something absolutely amazing where I am like, I need that.
Yeah.
like we need Gang Beasts on Xbox, right?
Yes, we do.
What's the number one most important thing for an online multiplayer game?
Servers.
You're being very general.
Latency, right?
Dedicated
Latency.
servers.
Your connection to the server, your latency is the most important thing for an
dedicated
online
servers.
multiplayer game.
Come on, Van. It's dedicated servers. You've had multiple Ubisoft games that have come out that don't have dedicated servers, and people complain about that. It is dedicated servers, which Microsoft has the shit ton of.
It's not that. It's
I don't use them
latency.
most of the time.
What I'm saying is it's game latency, It's always been the fact ever since 20 plus years ago when I started playing on PC to even to now. It's always about game latency. Everybody wants the best ping to the server because then they have the advantage.
Servers, dude.
No,
dedicated
it's not
servers.
just dedicated servers. It's
Yes,
game
it
latency.
is.
Even on a peer-to-peer server, you can have a better game latency than somebody else. So,
but
it's all about game
there you go. You just made my argument for you.
Ooh, for
Round
What?
one,
Dude.
fight.
Dude, you just made my argument. Okay? All right, you can't have a good multiplayer experience if somebody has better latency than you. If it's
But what
going
I'm
the
saying-
same thing off of dedicated servers in your region, then it does matter, dude.
I don't know
It
where
does.
you came to the fact that we were fighting about dedicated servers.
I didn't know we were fighting. Period. But
Well,
okay.
the thing is, here we go. What I was trying to get to was that game latency is the most important thing to an online multiplayer game, and a streaming service, period, is going to increase that latency, period, all the time, every time, because you have so many more factors and so much more to have to stream
Listen to
over.
me.
Instead of just streaming the data over from your character moving from one position or him shooting to the shot coming back at him, you're now streaming all that data, plus you're streaming the loading data for the game as well. So
Where
it's
is
a
the
whole
ping
bunch more
coming
data
from,
that it's
man?
loading.
Vin, where is the ping coming from? Is it going peer to peer? So let's say somebody's in
That's a good
Mexico
point.
and
as
I
well.
am in Connecticut, okay? And the ping is going to them. They are the one. They own the whole thing. They quit, they're done. That's peer to peer. Okay.
I get what you're saying. I wasn't talking about peer-to-peer. I was talking about
But that's
actual
latency, bro.
It
That's
is
what I'm telling
latency.
you.
And everything is in latency, but what you're getting at is you're saying peer-to-peer is the only problem, and peer-to-peer isn't the only problem. It's
No. What I'm
all
saying to
servers.
you is there
I don't
is
understand why you
a
brought this up. It's a
solving-
mute point,
Hold
dude.
on, hold on, guys.
Dude, you brought it
guys,
up, bro.
hold on, guys. Check this out, yo, Foxy. I hear this argument and I see what Butcher's saying here, but yo, Foxy, can you agree with me on this? If so many companies are getting into the game streaming like service type business, wouldn't you think that they had this whole latency thing figured out? You know, with Amazon, you got Xbox, you have Sony reworking PlayStation Now. There's rumors of Verizon. All these companies going in. I don't think they would go in there without having a solution to the whole latency problem. Am I right, Fox?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's one of the top things that they would already have checked in their list, if anything.
From what I experienced, there was like no latency, but that was a single player game. It's not a multiplayer
Yeah,
game.
it's
To
not a
be fair.
multiplayer game. That's
But-
why I
but-
And
said
makes
hold
it
on.
irrelevant
multiplayer
at the
game.
moment. Give me
But that
current
one
argument.
game was completely streamed from a server farm to a browser. Okay, so like you can say, yeah, it's only single player, but none of that game was being processed on local hardware.
Right, and
The
that
latency
isn't
would have some type of like effect on that game. They even said if that game had buffered once, it would ruin the entire experience.
right.
But that's the thing is,
So,
like, it's a lot more data that it's still having to stream to your whatever device you're streaming it to. And if your network isn't capable of sending and receiving that fast enough, then you're going to have that buffering issue. So
And that
it's
is
not
a you
entirely
problem,
on-
man.
that's not
That's a you
entirely
problem,
on
bro.
them. That's the thing.
Wait,
Yeah,
hold
but
on.
it's-
I just hold
That's
on.
your problem.
I just had an epiphany. We're gonna have streaming
no.
wars. It's no more
Oh, no.
console wars. We're gonna have streaming wars. That's
Yeah.
No,
madness.
seriously, it's a you problem, dude. Like you don't have the right internet. That's a you problem, bro.
Dude,
that's not
but-
my problem.
Xbox is saying right, with what they're doing right now and how they're testing kind of like behind closed doors, they're basically guaranteeing that you can run games like fluidly on a 10 megabyte connection. I mean, that's pretty much, I think that would be almost below standard on what, I don't know, 99% of this country has right now.
So you can go and sit there and say this, and this. Well, guess what? Microsoft has some serious server farms. They've not just bought Azura. That doesn't even matter. because they've already been doing this for God knows how long. Tested in multiplayer.
We'll find out when
Clearly.
Crackdown comes out, right?
Well, you can say what you want, but they've already said that they can't do what they said they can. I mean, we've already been there.
True,
okay?
true. They did back out of the cloud destruction of the.
I mean, the cloud's going to be involved, but
it's going to be more condensed in a smaller scale. And they ruined it. Kind of the hype for me, in a sense. I'm not gonna completely say it's ruined for me because I haven't actually played it yet. So I've got to experience it.
They've actually just reduced the player versus player part of it. I mean, they've really reduced it. Like, you don't have this huge open world anymore. You have like
that's why I'm disappointed.
Area, which makes sense, and I get that. Like, but they should have been honest from the get-go, and that's truth. Like, why are you gonna like sell people this huge idea and you really made it this small? You know what I'm saying? That's something that Microsoft has to get through their freaking head. Like, you cannot sit here and feed people shit and then all of a sudden say, oh, this shit isn't gold, this shit is fucking actual shit. You know what I mean?
How many times did he say shit in those few comments? I just want to know that.
I'm just saying, like, you have to realize your place, and I feel at times Microsoft
he just
told
Xbox know your role is what he said.
He's the Rock, man.
They screwed themselves. They continue to screw themselves. Even now, even with Phil in the freaking helm, they continue to screw themselves. They need to stop with that inside Xbox bullshit. I mean, Crackdown 3 is going to be out real soon, and ain't nobody saying a damn fucking word about it, right? Because they don't advertise. They don't do shit. I see a PlayStation commercial every 2 seconds. What are you doing? Do something.
Well, they don't really need to. Console. They don't really need to because you have the Xbox community, and they spread the good word. Why do they have to put money?
They need to.
But why spend money when word of mouth is the best marketing you can have?
No, I'm not the only one. I criticize my own damn console. I'm sorry. Like, I understand PlayStation guys really don't do that. Like, they buy into every BS they're ever fed. And I'm sorry, you don't like it. Tough shit. Because it's the truth. Because every time I see, oh, it's fine. Oh, this and that. And I'm sitting here like, oh, when Xbox does the same shit, I'm like, what the hell are you doing? I'm sorry. Like, you can't sit here and play freaking games. Like, don't play games. Be honest, okay? And I don't feel like, you know, maybe not advertently, but they're not being honest sometimes. I mean, come on. You know, I call them out. I'm sorry. Like, if
no, I hear what you're saying.
I'd play it, but I don't.
All right, Christy. Now breathe, brother man. Breathe. All right. Yeah. I hear what you're saying. I just feel like, at least with this generation, like when they first came out with the idea Xbox One, they had a completely different focus. All right. And when they first came out with it, then they were planning the games that were supposed to come out in the future. And I think Crackdown was in there for a future release. Now, with what they had originally planned with the always online system, the more Xbox Ones that were plugged into the internet, the more beneficial it was going to be for your Xbox as well. And I think what happened is over time, like they wanted to do that. I think they could have done it if they had their original idea in place. Unfortunately, there was a huge backlash. They had to do a 180. I think they thought they could still do it. And then at the end of the day, they had to trim it back. All right.
Well, they've already done this, Xbox, because they did this on the Xbox original, dude. They invested every possible thing they could possibly could in you know, PvP through internet, and it wasn't ready for that, and they continue to do this stupid crap. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, stop trying to force people, force shit down people's throats, and just listen to the people around. And
dude, you never want to listen to everybody. Like, I am sorry. I am not a proponent of listening to all the fan feedback, because at the end of the day, I feel like you need to have a direction with your brand and with your hardware. If you don't have a direction and then listen to feedback that kind of goes in the direction that you want to go, you'll just end up trying to make everybody happy. And you can see that from being on Twitter or being on Facebook. You're never going to make everybody
we
happy.
all have different opinions of things that we like and dislike.
So
they would have a lot of conflicting bullshit coming at them all the time. And if they listen to everybody, they would get nowhere. You know,
exactly.
They're not where they're at for no reason either. You got to keep that in mind. Like, they're a top name in gaming because they did what they did for a reason.
But they're not. I mean, Sony is the top name in gaming. I mean,
how do you figure? Is that what you think? Because to me, they're equal. To me, they're equal.
No, they are equal. Okay, hardware, software, everything. I mean, you could sit here and say PlayStation can't make a multiplayer game for the life of them, and you could say Xbox can't make a single player game for the life of them. So it's equal in my opinion. The problem is that they continually try to force down our throats. Okay, and us, we understand where they're going, but the problem is that everybody else that's not quite as gamer centric as we are is not going to understand what the hell they're saying. They're not going to get it. And that's the problem. And then they don't advertise on top of it. They just don't. Okay?
I feel like that's a different issue. Because to say that they force stuff down.
Advertising is half the battle. Okay? If you're not going to tell people that don't understand it what you're doing, then you might as well just walk away. Okay.
All right. I want to hear from Foxy. What you're saying, Fox?
No, there's like a couple of different issues being put into one pile, and I feel like some of them could be separate because that's why they have different divisions within Microsoft and stuff like that to deal with marketing or to deal with where they're going in the future and how they're laying out their plan, whether it be what they're doing right now with communication, which it is one of their top issues because sometimes they say too much and then it doesn't work out and then they have to backtrack, right? So we already know about that part. And then other times, you know, they don't tell us about marketing issues, you know, or the marketing a game or whatever. So that's communication problems that they have. But I feel like the whole, like, what they're doing in the future, what they're doing right now, that's a little bit different because they're already planning ahead for the next system and the ones after that. They're just doing all the little tweaks and, like, getting all the, what's it called, software and hardware all together and everything.
Well, Foxy, I was going to say, not only that, when it comes to marketing, I think me and you are in the same boat here. I think we've talked about this a couple times, possibly Xbox Nation, even though you love to leave me alone with the hooligans over there all the time. But
I need my break too.
Yeah, when it comes to the marketing, I feel like what Xbox is doing is they don't necessarily have to go all in on like Crackdown now. With Game Pass out, they're going to get the active users, they're going to get the word of mouth and stuff like that. I think they are getting ready for when the next series of hardware comes out. Then they're going to have like the hard-hitting commercials. They're going to be on TV and YouTube. You're not going to be able to go anywhere without seeing the Xbox logo. You know, they opened up the Microsoft wallet. They're buying studios. I think they are gearing up for kind of like a refresh when the Scarlet series of devices comes out, and that's when you're going to see them go into marketing and all that good stuff as well. They're going to go in like never before. Yeah.
I can agree with that definitely, and plus I really hope that they get their ducks in order when they're trying to explain to people, the everyday people. They're not in the hardcore community gaming talking about this stuff every day, because they need to understand what system does what, since they're releasing what, 3 or 4 or whatever it was. Even if they don't all come out at the same day, right? Even if 2 come out 1 month and then the other 2 come out after, they still need to communicate properly with people what does what and what they're for. Because I mean, if I was Microsoft, the last thing I want is somebody to buy the one without the disk drive, trying to buy physical games saying, "Hey, how come I can't use this?" That's really bad. So yeah, they need to communicate that stuff, and I can see them focusing on the future definitely, but it's okay to complain that they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing right now as it stands.
Yeah, I just don't think it's going to change anything right now because they are kind of like set in stone that, you know, when they come out with the next series, that's when you're going to see the marketing blitz. That's when you're going to see all the advertisements. That's when I even think I think they're going to have a clear message when it comes down to, I think they're going to do the discless Xbox One S this year. And if they come out with 3 consoles, you know, next year, I mean, to me, it's not too hard to say, all right, this small one, it's really cheap. It's for game streaming. So if you have a subscription, you can use this one. You never have to worry about loading a disc or anything into it. This one's your cheap console. All right. This one will play all the new games, do everything you want it to do. And it's good if you want to, you know, save money. All right. And then,
I don't know if they're gonna put that in the box, but yes, go ahead.
they should hire me for this. They should hire. This is your cheap Xbox right here.
Cheap box.
And right here, this is your golden goose, top of the line. Can't get any more powerful.
Bells and whistles.
Yeah, everything included. Your Mercedes-Benz with the heated seats, everything like that. And you know, it's going to give you the absolute best performance, best visuals, everything, all for a premium price. And if they break it down those 3 ways, possibly not saying cheap, maybe saying affordable,
right.
You know, that's a good layout right there. I mean, and
cheap
I
is
think
a bad word.
Yeah, I like cheap.
Yeah, you gotta say affordable.
She's
I
like,
definitely will go with that one. That's like a bad word. You can't say, like, at work, I can't be like, these are cheap cookies. I can say they're affordable, even though they're really not. They're quite expensive, but you can't use words like that.
Does everybody in the chat want me to get them coffee or something?
Hell yeah.
Everybody.
Yeah, barista now.
Give me a coffee wench.
Y'all, you heard that? What I said? Here's your coffee, wench.
Yeah, we heard it.
Yeah, because
I was triggered. I flipped my desk.
How come I pictured that? Yeah.
Well, I'm glad we're still talking about Amazon, guys. So, yay.
That's
staying on topic.
Yeah, what? What is Amazon?
That's where we all started.
I'm waiting for packages. That's what they are to me.
Oh, man, I just got a package
Can I say
the
one
other day.
thing about Amazon that pissed me off? I've never signed to Amazon Prime. Then, like, right at Christmas, you have a charge for $150. I'm like, what? They said I signed up for Amazon
Would you buy a whole year?
No, apparently, and I never did that. I don't like.
Well, I think you just messed up. You didn't read the fine print because every company does fine print.
I never got a charge like that.
They do these little tricks. They're like, you could get it like this, or would you like free shipping? Then you click it, you're signed up. It's
that's a trial.
I think you just messed up, bro. That's it. I think you just messed up. That's what I have to say about that.
I'm
You
sure I'm
forgot
not the
to
only
cancel
one.
after the trial. I don't know.
No, I never knew I was even signed up for it.
You just said you clicked on something to get free shipping. They got you.
Well, no, that's why I'm thinking.
Did you read the fine print, Supersonic? Did you read it?
If you have Amazon Prime, there's always free shipping if you order Prime items. Supersonic Station. Okay. All right. So as far as the Amazon goes, like, we went left, right, and to the future and back.
It was a good
conversation. Anything you want to add to that?
Hello?
Dedicated servers.
Nope, I'm good.
Nope. Okay. I was like, damn, did he leave? What the hell? All right, so we're gonna move on to for the blah blah. Good job. Can't talk. The February Fight for Fun. So February 15th, we've got quite a few games coming out. Jump Force, Crackdown 3, Metro, and Far Cry New Dawn. That's a lot of games coming out on the same day.
Crackdown, Metro, Jump Force.
I think they're near the same day. They're not on the same day.
Listen,
No, they're all on the 15th.
That's insanity.
DOA 6 was supposed to come out on the 15th as well, but they pushed that to March.
Smart boys.
So now do I have to cancel my Far Cry New Dawn pre-order, or do I keep it? And then I just don't know what to do, you guys.
That day is stacked. And the
Jump
funny
Force, I don't care about. That's already crossed off my list. I don't give a shit. I'm sorry. I'm
We're not
sorry.
fighting.
It's not
We're not
my
fighting
fault.
now.
I'm sorry. If
Can
they
I-
had it in VR, I'd try it. Let's put it that
Hell
way.
yeah.
Oh
Can
wow.
wow.
Can I
Anime
go-
VR. That's original.
May I go first? Because mine's gonna be
hentai.
very short.
All right, let's hear your opinion.
That's a different thing, but
Like for me, I don't give a fluke about any of
A
those
fluke?
games really.
Okay.
So I mean, I'm still gonna be playing Kingdom Hearts 3. So
Oh yeah,
next,
January 29th. Ah.
hell yeah. There's no way I'm gonna even consider even think about playing any of those.
you're gonna
games.
play that all the way till after the 15th? Damn.
Hell yeah, I'll
Dedication.
play it 3 times in a row.
All right,
I've
let
been
me
wait- I've been
clarify
waiting for-
something. I'm sorry, Supersonic. I apologize if I offended anybody. It is not my type of game. I apologize. Continue on,
Oh,
Supersonic.
Nick got offended.
Well, I mean,
Good job, Nick.
with
She got
most
my
of these
hate mail.
games, most of the games, like if you didn't see Black Friday sales that were so cheap, I almost always wait for Black Friday. I save all my money till Black Friday, so I don't buy anything day in day out. Maybe the summer sale or something, but none of these games, even like Anthem or anything, I'm not going to pay $60 for. PC gaming may be a very cheap gamer, so but
Yeah,
definitely the
Again,
only reason.
why do you own a console? Why
You know
do you own a console, man?
Frugal
Okay.
gamer.
Okay, hold on. We're gonna debate this right now because you
No,
said this
no,
to
we're
me so
not.
many times.
No,
You
we're
stay
not. Oh, yeah.
on point.
No. Oh no. Okay. Why can that? Why can't I own like 8 consoles? Xbox. Why even the minis? Why am I not allowed to enjoy consoles if I have a PC? I don't understand it.
You never sound like you're enjoying any of them, sir.
Well, when Kingdom Hearts comes out,
But if it does it come out on PC day and date, because it'll probably be cheaper on PC.
well, yeah, I'm just saying PC made me a cheap gamer, and it made me wait for sales. I mean, I won't get into that long argument or anything, but that's what I'm saying.
So, Supersonic Station, do you care about any of these games that are coming out February 15th?
Nope, just Kingdom Hearts 3.
All right, thanks for your input. Butcher Van. You got Jump Force, Crackdown 3, Metro Exodus, and Far Cry New Dawn.
The only 2 that actually interest me are Metro and Far Cry. I could care less about Crackdown, and I don't know what Jump Force is, so yeah.
It's like anime ninjas fighting and all kinds of crazy stuff. I don't know. I just looked at it and I was like,
Jump
ah.
Force is
No, I like your description. I'm adding that to their, their review.
Isn't it like Yu-Gi-Oh!
put it on their
stuff or
Wikipedia.
something?
Put it on
Right.
Wikipedia.
Yeah,
to it.
I'm not going to support Crackdown because Microsoft obviously is still ashamed of it, and so
Why
I'm
do you
not going to
feel that
support
way?
it. Just because they're not advertising it, they're not. I mean, other than a couple videos of Terry Crews, like
Terry
if they
Crews
were
advertising it.
truly proud of this game, they would be showing it off, and especially showing more of the multiplayer. They would be doing live streams. Like Anthem is doing, their devs are doing weekly live streams of their game, trying to get the community started,
Kind of like what they did
And-
with Sea of Thieves.
like they did with Sea of Thieves.
That's a good point.
The whole point is coming up to a game. You're trying to build a community and get a community built up to it. Right now, there's only a community of people that are so confused about what's going on. So
If I
I'm
didn't
just
look
not
at
gonna.
if I didn't look at you guys on Twitter real quick, I would have no idea this game's coming out next month. It's a month away. No
Yeah, so-
advertisement.
I'm not going to support it, and I don't know.
Are you gonna give it a try at all?
No, I'm not even going to give it a try. Not just there's so many games. Maybe in the summer I'll give it a
There
try.
is a lot
Guys.
of games.
You guys sound so jaded from this generation. I swear. Whatever happened to the childlike just excitement? Those games coming out, even if you don't necessarily like them, that is a huge day. You know what I'm saying?
It is a huge day. There's Metro, which is going to be better.
Metro
There's-
looks amazing.
Yeah, Metro looks freaking amazing. I'm just going to be in on that like full force until Anthem comes out, and then after Anthem, then the Division. So it's like, holy crap.
Yeah, there's a lot to keep you occupied in, and You got Cuisine Royale and all that good stuff. I'm so excited to try that.
I want to try that. I think
I'm
it's
sorry.
downloading now. So
I'm sorry. I really like Terry Crews. I think he's awesome. He's made a lot of really cool movies. He's funny as hell. But I just don't understand. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I mean, they've already taken down the destruction a little bit. They're not showing it as much as they should be.
Maybe they just don't know how to approach it now. Yo, this game has been put through the ringer like 3 or 4 times, like within its development cycle. Yo, people actually said, I don't like the graphics, when the graphics look like an upgraded version of previous Crackdowns. I don't know what people were expecting what this game was going to look like. Not every game is going to be ultra realistic.
Hey.
Like this
Wait,
game.
hold on, Xbot. Let him finish his thought, please.
Okay.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think they're going to do like a big old launch party like they did with Sea of Thieves, where they're going to shoot a guy out of a rocket into a pad?
I really hope so.
That sounds awesome.
Like
No.
for Crackdown?
No, I don't think they're going to do that. And the reason why I don't think they're going to do that, I think all their direction right now is going towards kind of like E3 and showing off the new hardware and stuff like that. I have a feeling that they are happy that the game is going to be done and it's going to be launching. But in terms of what this company and what this console has been through this generation, I think their entire focus is getting everything right in terms of the launch of the new hardware, the marketing, the launch lineup, everything like that. I think everything is directed towards that. And like, I got excited for 2019 because, yeah, there were games coming out. I consider this the year of the third party. I think third party is going to absolutely dominate this entire year. But I got excited because this is, we're going to get rumors and stuff leading up to E3 about the new series of hardware. When you look at it, everybody is now looking forward. You know what I'm saying? So
here's the thing,
I don't think
Xbox.
you're going to do anything like that.
When Gears 5 is about to be released, I guarantee
you're
you
talking
they
about
are
language.
going. I guarantee you when Gears 5 is coming a month away, they are going to have that marketed up the
They're going all
wazoo.
in.
They're going to have a console. They're going to have all sorts of custom
I don't know about a
controllers.
console. I don't know about console.
I think they're going
I
to do
want that
custom
Frost
something.
console. I want that Frost console.
I think they're going to go all out and actually show that they're proud of the game, and that's what I'm getting at. Is I'm not seeing where they're showing that they're proud of this game, and that's.
It's I know it's non-existent. They're supposed to be selling this game and
Shut up, Sonic.
I hear what you're saying, but you do understand that is disappointing, though, right? For anybody looking forward to this game at all.
I'm not saying it's right. I'm looking at it. I'm kind of looking at it through the sale window right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm not putting my emotions into it. Like, people are asking why this and why that. I'm trying to put on my business glasses and trying to see it that way.
I don't have those. My bad. I
Xbot
only have
doesn't
gamer
either.
glasses.
Don't worry.
But the thing about Gears and when Gears releases is something, Butcher, I think you got to take into account anyway. On the business side of it, that's after E3. That's slotted in we're going all out from E3, on. And I think that, they are going to get a better kind of like launch. They're going to get more attention and everything like that. First off, I feel Gears as a franchise has absolutely earned it. When it comes to Xbox, the first the first two franchises that people think of when you say Xbox is Halo and Gears. So they better do something for Gears launch. I'm saying
better.
Hey, maybe they couldn't afford Terry Crews because he's on America's Got Talent hosting it.
Good point.
Goodness.
Apparently, he does a show I never knew about, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, with the guy from Lonely Island. I was like, oh, shit, we got to watch this.
And
Andy Samberg is hilarious.
Yeah, and he's hosting America's Got Talent, the legendary one or whatever it is.
When's the next Inside Xbox? Does anybody know?
I'm not sure, but I was thinking they were going to do one later this month. And
later this month or probably in the beginning of February, I would imagine they need to do something that's going to be basically Crackdown-esque.
I would say if it's February, it's cutting it too close. I mean, that's pretty bad. But if they do one at the end of this month and they go all out for it and they do something special, and then after that all you hear is Crackdown, then maybe it'll be, I guess, better. I don't know. Less forgiving.
Because
Yeah.
everyone watches Inside Xbox, not.
Well, a lot of people do.
Obviously, we don't. We know not everybody does, but a lot of the hardcore gamers or just gamers who are interested in the next thing do watch it, or they check out the highlights if anything.
Dude,
Well,
we
how
don't
about
even get gameplay or like nothing. Like, I
Yo,
don't even.
how about this? How about this, yo, Butcher, Fox, the whole panel? How about this? If they do, kind of like towards the end of January, they do an Inside Xbox, and of course, it goes like all Crackdown.
Mhm.
If they announce at that point in time, just to get people excited for it, they have like a multiplayer demo. You know, I don't want to
That
call
would
it
be
a beta.
nice.
I don't want to call it a beta because it'd be so close to release.
Yeah, ew.
That, but if they allow people kind of like a limited run of like 1 or 2 maps and able to go in on the multiplayer and try and get people into, you know, what the multiplayer would be in that game, kind of increase hype. Would that be a little better for you guys?
I would definitely be a lot more on board if they actually showed me that they're proud of this product.
Yeah, if they try, and then after
Yeah.
that, they'll probably do a stream after
Or
the
like,
Inside Xbox show.
hands down, if they actually went out and's like, hey, this is coming out, we're so excited, you know, showing marketing it here and there, then I'd be like, okay, you know what, maybe I will download this and play this. But
Yeah.
like right now, it's just, to me, it's like there's just so many other games out that they're actually trying to have a community that I'd rather do those first.
I got you. Well, we got to get OhSnaps to talk to her buddy Aaron and let them know that they got to do kind of like a multiplayer demo going from the end of January into the middle of February.
I don't even know who that is.
You don't know Aaron?
Nope.
A-Rod?
Nope.
Yeah, he got a collection of shoes, I hear.
Oh
Yeah.
God, they're so nice. I mean, I don't even know that guy.
Hey, wait, are we getting both single player and the multiplayer
Yeah.
on the 15th for sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
From
they haven't come
from the
out.
little communication they said, that's what it seems like.
Yeah.
Wait, there's communication.
Fox.
with that?
I
Yes.
was
and-
about to like dig my own grave. It's like, yeah,
Not
it's
only
no
that,
problem.
But I saw another article about Crackdown 3 the other day on a website, and all that website was talking about was single player campaign.
Okay.
And that was just another thing that I was like, are you kidding me? Like, everybody's been waiting to hear about multiplayer. They've already seen some gameplay of the single player, but, you know, like, you know, they're just not showing anything. And
They did show a little bit of multiplayer, just a smidge.
they showed a little video, but that was
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
And
that
there's
was
no
about it. Maybe
beta
they
because
don't want to talk about it.
Like even when they had it in Mexico back in November, and people got to play it on the show floor, where are those people talking about this game?
they got killed.
They're too
It's
busy building stairs for when we build a wall right now.
Oh dang.
Oh,
Stairs
dang.
to go up the other
I was gonna
side.
say they're too busy playing
Oh,
Gears,
boy.
but okay. Yeah.
That's
I mean,
really
if-
nice.
Those people had to have played the game on the show floor like they said they were, but like
I'm gonna
you don't. I
look
didn't
into
hear
it.
anybody
They're all Spanish
talking about it.
videos. I gotta go listen to them.
I seen some
Okay.
news reporters playing the game. It didn't look very good. Should they be having a beta like right now before this game to
I
be
say-
testing everything?
I say we get into the juiciest topic of all.
Do what you guys want. I already set my script on fire.
Oh, okay. Real quick, I'll mention that I'm looking forward to trying whatever Crackdown is on Game Pass. That's how I'm gonna play it.
Yeah.
And if I like it, later on I'll pick it up on a Foxy deal. And the other game I want to
Foxy
try
deal.
and pick
Love
up,
that.
which I'm probably gonna play Jump Force with my brothers because we watch a lot of those anime shows together growing up. So basically, it's different anime shows, like different characters from different anime shows, and then you fight against each other. So it should be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Nice, nice.
Sounds like Foxy's gonna use the Game Pass to her advantage.
That's what it's
Yeah.
for. That's what it's for. That's what we pay for, right? I mean,
Yeah.
I would.
You
I
guys
would.
pay
I'm sorry,
for it.
Supersonic. I can't tell you that you can, because even though you have,
Don't worry, I won't.
Okay,
No,
I don't.
no, you
I don't pay
have.
for it either.
Dude, I can buy it for $1
It's
again.
all
I'm not gonna
good.
get it.
it's all good. You know what? I was in that camp like 3 to 4 months earlier, and then I used it, and I said, "Well, this is kind of worth it."
It's like, what the hell was I
Yeah.
complaining about right here?
Exactly.
That's how I felt because I was very anti Game Pass at first. But anyways, guys, Bungie calls it quits with Activision. They said F you. I'm gonna hand it over to Bot.
Hey,
Yeah, this was the kind of like the big news from last week. Bungie and Activision are going their separate ways, and with that, Bungie is, they're going to maintain publishing and developing rights to the franchise of Destiny. For people who are still playing Destiny 2, which hasn't been me for a couple weeks, I'm pissed off at that game.
You're still pissed off?
I'm still pissed.
Every time I'm like, why aren't you playing Destiny? Because I'm so used to him playing Destiny. He's like, I'm pissed off at the game. Why are you pissed off? We need to know.
Basically, they have reverted it back to D1. And that's not what I signed up for.
Yeah, like, I remember now.
I got into Destiny 2. Like, the grind is absolutely ridiculous now. With Black Armory, stuff like that. And not only that, but they brought it back to where you got to search for the story. They even have lore tabs and stuff like that you got to find to figure out why the hell you're doing the whole Black Armory thing and stuff like that. At least
you don't have to go to the website and read Grimoire cards like I did.
I mean, that's a plus. That's definitely a plus. But do you see how they're taking it and they're bringing it back to D1? And
yeah, because that's what the community wanted as a whole. I know not everybody agreed with that, and to be honest, as I play it, like I played it like a week or two ago, it still doesn't feel like Destiny 1 to me. The grind isn't the same. A lot of things are different.
Grind is horrible, man.
Yeah, it's kind of like off kilter or whatever because it's not the same for everything. It's like sometimes you grind too freaking hard and it's annoying, and then other times you just grind a little bit and it's like, oh, well, you could have just gave me this. It was that easy.
Xbot.
Yeah.
Dang. Salty just called you out in the chat. He said you're a filthy casual.
Filthy casual. Like my whole thing is like, they want you to play that game solely, and that's it. Like, I have other games that I like to play. Even when at my height of playing Destiny 2, I would get off of it and go to like a Sonic, or I was playing PUBG with OhSnaps. Like, I was playing other games as well. All right, I'm not gonna no life it and just go strictly into a one game format like constantly just to get everything that I feel like I want to get in the game. So I'm not doing that. Yeah.
All right, so Bungie calls it quits with their ties to Activision.
I was trying to bring it back around, but you just added more to the going.
Sorry,
taking a left turn.
Bringing it back, Bot. We're reversing.
It's pretty simple. It's pretty simple. I mean, seriously, like Bungie and Activision didn't agree. I mean, they're technically partners.
They were taking shots at each other, like polite shots at each other.
Here's the thing I have to say. Okay, it all started falling apart when Activision basically called out Bungie in their own way without saying it, because they technically were partners on this game, and saying, hey, this game is a failure. Okay, well, guess what? You are partners on this game. How dare you fucking do that? Excuse my language. But seriously, how dare you do that? That'll be like, freaking 343 saying, Microsoft, you suck. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's
what I'm saying. Like Microsoft Studios, you suck. Because they're partners on this game. They're making money off this game. And at this point, we all know that the true vision of Destiny is Bungie. Okay? It is not Activision. Activision has been doing this, that, and the other thing. Okay? They might have like wanted to monetize, do a bunch of things that you guys hate. And you know what? Bungie's like, I don't want that. But guess what? Activision has technically the control. You know what I mean? And at the same time, the IP and everything else is still owned by Bungie. So Bungie's like, you know what? Screw that. That's what I'm saying. So now they've reverted back, probably because the people that have worked on the game for God knows how long, that have actually invested their time into it, might be part of Activision. You don't know that. We all don't know that. But it's the point.
Well, my whole
Bungie
thing is
wants to make the game great, and unfortunately, Activision doesn't. They want to monetize it, and then at the same time, what Activision brings and what Bungie brings are two totally different things. And I think they're just at a crossroads and they just don't know what to do. So they said, let's cut ties. And that's what I think.
I got you. Like, well, when you look at like the response from this, the gamers out there, whether it's, you know, social media or whatnot, people I've talked to, everybody's just automatically, yo, this is a great thing. You know, Activision is a publisher from hell. And for me, kind of trying to look at it with like, you know, an even kind of like scale out there, the only thing I can really blame Activision for, and it's a pretty big thing, was their time constraints. Like they you know, Bungie had to have the game out by this time.
Yeah, that was crazy.
You know, the big threat was Bungie would lose the franchise to Activision.
Mm-hmm.
That was a big thing right there. But other than that, like a lot of the stuff that I'm complaining about right now, I don't think it has anything to do with Activision. Therefore, I'm not one of those people who are like, oh my goodness, yeah, they're free. That's it. Like everything is great now. Bungie is gonna make the best Destiny ever.
Oh yeah, I've seen a lot of people doing that. And I'm like, I don't agree, but I mean, it is good that they left Activision. They want to do their own thing. Activision's always going through their own drama. In my opinion, they're just as bad as EA, but not that many people talk about it unless you mention COD or something like that. So I don't like them, but yeah, I do enjoy a lot of their games. So I'm like, okay, cool. They're separating, they're doing their own thing. It doesn't mean Destiny's better now. It doesn't mean Destiny's fixed. They still have their own issues to work out. They got a lot of bugs to fix. They got a lot of stuff to add. They got a lot of stuff to maybe take away with Eververse, maybe, because supposedly that was Activision according to the community. So we'll see if they keep that in there or not. But it doesn't mean that just because they split, because mom and dad split up, it doesn't mean.
Oh, sorry.
Oh no. It doesn't mean that all of a sudden I can't wait for Destiny 3. I don't know what they're doing. I still got to keep my eye on it and see, even if Destiny 2 is worth me going back to. So. Yeah. I hope it's for the better. I hope that they can do what they want to do, but also listen to the community.
Yeah, definitely. Like I'm with you. I'm not going to get aboard that train that, you know, everything that happened with Destiny 2 is completely Activision's fault, and now it's riding that golden goose to Destiny 3 now because Bungie is handling it all with no publisher. I can't be like that.
Hey, I'm on that train. I'm actually
Of course you would be.
I'm so happy.
He's always on the opposite side of the fence.
Not too bad.
I see people celebrating, popping champagne as soon as it happened. Everybody went to Activision's tweet and started making fun of them. I was cracking up reading those.
It was like Happy New Year all over again. Like somebody dropped the ball in New York. There were just drunk people in the street. Like it was crazy, man.
Yep.
Dude,
Santa's fighting.
Santa Claus. I told you he's a real
just because.
Yes, he is. No, I'm very happy for Bungie to get away from Activision. I hate Activision and I hate EA. I can't stand either one of them.
Bungie said they're going to do a streaming service, Sonic.
Fuck them.
Wow, Xbot the trigger. How dare you?
It'll be for sure a while before we even see any changes or anything, but I mean, I am very interested to see what they do in the future, and I'm very happy for them.
Awesome. Let's hear from Silent but Deadly. Butcher Van.
Yeah, you know, I think it's a good thing that they separated themselves from the Activision. You know, like as far as Destiny 2 goes, I played a lot of it on both PlayStation and Xbox. But to me, I think Destiny 2 is it's out of my reach anymore. I'll just wait till Destiny 3, and by that time I hope that they won't do the same expansion pass setup. I think that with Destiny 3, the real win is if they just come out with Destiny 3, have free updates, and then do like, you know, they can do microtransactions for cosmetics or something. I think would be the best way for
like Warframe?
Yeah, I think that would be the best way for Destiny in the future without Activision, because then that would show their player base that they're not as greedy as everybody thinks they are.
That's why me and my friend, game share friend, left, because we're like, we gotta buy this deal. We gotta buy this season pass, and then we gotta buy another season pass. This season pass came out, so we gotta buy the one that came out before it to even play it. We just got fed up, and that's like so many people, and that's got Activision written all over it.
Is that your game share friend that does put $10 down a month for Game Pass? By the way,
Wow.
he stopped too. He's like,
Yeah.
he's like, we already got all these games.
But see, that's the thing is, I'm not completely counting out that it's all Activision. Like, I understand that Activision had a big part of that because of their contract, but I think part of that still is still Bungie. Like, a lot of their mistakes they made were still hardly on them. So it's a learning process, and I think that they'll be better off being by themselves. But they still have a lot to adjust and make right with the community.
So let's just address the elephant in the room. There has been a lot of cahoots going on with Xbox and Bungie.
Hold on. Crispy, before you do that, I just wanted to say real quick, I was waiting to shout out somebody in the chat, and then you can go down that dark corridor that is completely made up and imaginary. But right now, huge shout out to Nick Koch, which he basically said that, Bungie knew how Activision was, and they took the move. They did it because Activision put a big paycheck out to them. And so basically it was on Bungie as much as it was on Activision, because Bungie knew Activision's history. Bungie saw what they put down in the contract. Bungie still signed.
But Activision's gotten a lot worse since 6 years ago.
I agree. I agree with
Xbox
Nick,
just kind of called me out. I'm just gonna say this right now, because the fact is that everybody knows that Microsoft at this point is going to let you have creative genius upon games, and if you're going to get the funding plus you get to have your own creative genius, it's not far-fetched. I'm sorry.
Well, are you referring to Phil Spencer's tweet where he says, looking forward to a very bright future working with one of my favorite independent studios on one of my favorite franchises?
He put it right there in the tweet.
Mel just said it, okay? I'm just saying Microsoft is all in on letting people do their thing, okay? They have signed companies that you wouldn't think could be signed because they are saying, I'll give you the funding, you do your thing. Vape? Who vape?
I've been muting all night. That was my first live vape of the night. So
there's no Daz to be here right now to say, hey, what you doing?
The original mom and dad are gonna get back together, is what he's saying.
Family reunion.
What I'm saying is,
I don't know about this.
Let's say we don't know what really happened, but let's say Bungie said, hey, we want to do this, and Activision would say, hey, we don't want you to do this. Well, guess what? The real funding is coming from Activision. I mean, seriously, let's be serious. Activision is a very large company compared to Bungie. You know what I mean? So
they promoted the hell out of that game for them.
So they're gonna have the end all be all say to anything that Bungie does. Okay. Well, what if Microsoft says to them, you know what? You do your thing. You make it exclusive. That's all we ask. That's all we ask.
Well, first off,
a Game Pass exclusive.
Crispy,
well, I mean, yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right.
Bungie wouldn't do that. They're literally killing half of their fan base.
I don't know because you don't know how bad they're hurting. You know what I'm saying?
Crispy, a huge sign that what you said isn't exactly what happened is Bungie is leaving with both the franchise and publishing rights to them. Now, everybody just said how much. Hold on. Everybody said how much Activision put money into this franchise. If it was like Activision says we want you to do this, Bungie said no. I don't think that the separation would be. Oh yeah, here you can have absolutely everything.
No.
That is Destiny.
Xbox. We all know that Destiny came from Bungie, right? So they own the IP rights. They own everything.
They didn't own the publishing rights.
The funding.
They didn't own the publishing rights.
Publishing is funding, correct?
No, it's also manufacturing and distribution.
Yes, but there's no manufacturing involved now. We're talking about a digital age, are we not?
Oh no, but there's still physical behind it, and you still have to have.
Sean Murray.
is that Activision could not make Destiny because they don't have the IP rights to it, correct?
You said Activision couldn't make Destiny. No, but what they could do is they could refuse to publish it because they didn't Bungie didn't instill the changes that Activision wanted in the game, and with refusing it, if they missed another timeline, then that franchise could have went into Activision's library, and Bungie would have had to take them to court to see who would actually come out.
Well, we all know Activision's already going to court for something else, but that's okay. All right.
There's no way that Microsoft would sign the deal to make it an exclusive. There's no way. If let's just say this, if Microsoft does by chance happen to sign a deal to publish Destiny 2 to Destiny 3, let's say, there's no way they would sign that deal and kill off half the player base. It's in their interest to keep it multi-console. It's in their interest.
You're right. You're right. Because we all seen it with Minecraft. I mean, how many freaking people play that thing? I don't play it. And I know a lot of the people on the panel don't play it. But seriously, there are so many people that play Minecraft. Like, Xbox is not thinking about making everything exclusive. They're thinking about what they can gain from having it through all the consoles, any device they possibly could. And
there's no way that they would do that.
I don't see why Bungie would go back into their X. Why would they do that when everybody's celebrating their independence?
You have a totally different person running that part of the company. Okay, Microsoft is a large company. You have Phil going to Satya to his face and saying, "We need to do this." There's a big difference from what it was. It was Phil going to this person, then going to this person. You understand what I'm saying? It's a totally different scenario now. Now Microsoft sees how big Xbox could be. You know what I mean?
If I was Bungie, I wouldn't be jumping into another relationship. I'll focus on me as a person. And also, if they jump into bed with Microsoft again, they're literally saying we can't do games unless we have some backing of somebody else.
Well, if you don't have the money. Okay, they clearly think that they can do it themselves, but they don't have the money. If you have the money,
you're muted.
I wouldn't count anything out. I mean, anything's possible.
I was wondering, man, Crispy talking over like,
holy crap, he agreed with me. I can't believe it.
No. My whole thing with the not having the money. First off, you don't know that. All right, I'm just gonna throw it out there. I don't think you've been like nose deep into Bungie's finances.
Look at CD Projekt Red.
All right, but check this out. When it comes down to it, why would you buy the cow if you could get the milk for free? Like, the thing is, like, they can get marketing deals that have kind of like money towards development and stuff like that. Microsoft has been really good with stuff like that when it comes to development teams, getting the game up and running and funding it. They've even, like with PUBG having it a year exclusive, they even sent developers over to Bluehole to help make sure this game was running on console. So at the end of the day, why would you commit totally and try to get absorbed in as a first party development team when you can very well, great possibility, you can get more money for development on a game that will be multi-plat anyway without all those kind of like connections and that ball and chain to be in that one area, man.
Yep, I agree.
What was their partnership before? How did Bungie just leave? Okay, they can do the same thing again.
It was a negotiation, and when Bungie left, Microsoft ended up owning a stake in that development team as well.
Okay.
And Bungie
look at CD Projekt Red. They're able to market their own game as well. So I mean,
CD Projekt Red has never been involved with anybody else. You understand what I'm saying?
But that's the thing. That's the thing, though. Like, they don't have to be involved with somebody else. Like, they can still market their own game. There's many game publishers or game creators that can publish their own game, and they don't need they don't need tons and tons and tons and tons of dollars to do it. They can make a lot of marketing deals on the side.
I'll give you an example. Halo's creation. What is it involved? It creation, not what it is now. What its creation was. Everybody thinks Bungie, correct?
Halo was created by Bungie. It was actually it was started for the Mac, I believe. And then Microsoft kind of scooped up Bungie and had them make it towards console. And
they didn't scoop up Bungie because Bungie wouldn't have been able to leave. You understand what I'm saying?
Well, they weren't owned by Apple at that point in time. Bungie wasn't owned by Apple. They were just making a game, and that was the platform that they were making it on.
You're missing my point, dude. You're missing my point. Bungie it's not owned by Microsoft either, correct? They left, right?
Yeah, now they're completely independent.
Okay, that's what I'm saying to you. What if there's the same partnership again? Not saying that they're going to own the rights to anything. What I'm saying to you is you can't tell me that Bungie didn't already leave. You know what I mean? Bungie already left them before. They didn't sign the contract. Maybe it was null and void and it was already gone.
Oh, no, when Bungie was with Microsoft, they were under contract. They were owned as a first-party studio. Now, what happened, there were negotiations to split off and become independent. And within those negotiations, Microsoft kept Halo, and they own a stake in the Bungie development team. That was kind of like that was the negotiation there for them to break off.
So I will bring it back to Gears, Xbox, Epic Games, right?
Mm-hmm.
They owned the rights to it.
And they sold it. Yeah.
They did the same thing with Bungie, but Bungie did the same thing that Epic did. They tried game, right?
They didn't do the same thing.
I mean, I'm just saying. But no, they didn't, because Epic has it's everything else. Like they, I mean, Gears 4 is run on Unreal Engine. You know what I mean? Like they have all of this other extra stuff that Bungie doesn't have. That's why Epic can continue to act like that never happened, even though it did. I mean, they sold it for a shit ton of money, bro. The IP rights. That's why Bungie is keeping what they have right now, rather than selling it like they did with Halo. That's what I'm saying. They are going to do
with Halo. They had no choice. They had no choice. If they wanted their freedom, if they wanted to become an independent development team, that was something they had to do, because they were a first-party developer. When you are a first-party developer, you don't have the freedom to pick and choose. It's a negotiation.
You cannot say that, dude. What was Gears?
What was Gears?
A first-party developer at the time, was it not?
Gears was made by Epic Games, though.
Yeah, Epic Games gave the IP to them.
Oh, this is a brand new development team.
They weren't under Microsoft. They were separate. They were doing a deal for exclusive.
That is called a second-party exclusive.
Yeah, and then later on, then they gave them the IP. That's about it. It wasn't under them. Bungie was a different thing. Bungie was under the same roof, basically.
See, G-Man got it right. And G-Man is drunk right now in the chat. He was like, yep, second party.
G-Man was yelling in the chat.
All right, I need the proof. I'm just hearing that.
Great chat.
I just need the proof.
Keep arguing.
I told you I quit.
Another day. I burned the script. I quit the show. Done.
No, not when I'm here. Don't.
I'm sorry, Fox. I'm sorry. It's not you.
Burn.
I'm sending you hugs. I'm sending you
You're
hugs.
going to give Foxy a complex. You're going to be like, I show up. And it's not you. It's me. See,
this is just uncontrollable, and then I'm just like, whatever. Let's read the chat. Microsoft made Epic to create Bungie, which owned 10 of Valve. Half-Life 3 confirmed second party and independent developer that signs a deal to make games for one console. So G-Man and Great Skull are putting in their 2 cents, like Spider-Man made by Insomniac. Guys, it's been a great chat, but we've got to get going. I've got stuff to do, kids to put to bed. I appreciate you guys. Foxy, thank you for joining us today. Do you want to let people know where they can find you and what you're up to?
Of course. It was fun being on the show. You guys are hilarious. I love it. And there's some deep discussions going on here. I know Mel just wants to go play VR, so don't lie to us, Mel.
No, actually, I'm going to try that Cuisine Royale at some point, but it looks a little confusing. I'm not really trying to look at the TV, though, while we're in the show. And then I also have Just Cause 4 that my son lent to me. So.
Oh, wow.
Choices.
Yeah. But yeah, you guys can find me on Twitter at Lady Foxfire, and then obviously I'll make videos on YouTube, just Lady Foxfire. And then yeah, please check out that song that the Scrotum made on his channel, Rapid Reviews, Life is Strange song. So yeah,
I love that song.
Really awesome song, like Foxy singing. I was like, holy shit! I had to listen to it 3 times. No lie.
She good.
Yeah.
I was super shy about it, but you know, once it's out there, now I'm super proud and happy.
When Fox was talking about it, she left her name out of it. Yeah, the song that Scrotum created, you got to check it out. And I'm like, Fox, he's singing that too.
He has full creative rights over that. I was just there hanging out, and then I lent him my voice.
I'm gonna put the link in the chat for you guys again, so you can check it out.
It's not a second party contract then?
Nah. It's exclusive to Scrotum's channel.
I just love his name because anytime he's exclusive to Scrotum's, it's like,
also, it's weird for me because when I do talk about him, I do say Scrotum because that's his handle. But when I talk to him, I just say Scromo all the time. Scrotum. So it's funny. But yeah, it's awesome. But yeah, I love being here. You guys are awesome. I love watching all your streams. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan.
Thank you. We're a big fan of you. You're welcome anytime, Foxy.
Yeah, I'm coming back next week.
Put these guys in check.
So lock her in.
Yeah, there you go. We're gonna hold you hostage as well, just like we did the poor butcher van.
Yeah, I've been chained and locked up for the last 6 months.
I'm sorry. You'll be
love
fine.
It. You're not complaining.
So thank you again for joining us, Fox. I appreciate it. And Butcher Van, do you want to let people know where they can find you, what you're up to?
Yeah. So I don't have a whole lot going on this week. I won't be playing much. I'm gonna be driving to my grandpa's funeral.
Oh,
but
sorry.
Sorry to hear that.
But anyways, you can find me on Twitter at Mr. Midlife Crisis or on PlayStation and Xbox at Butcher Van.
Sorry for your loss, bro.
Butcher Van.
I'm sorry to hear.
Yeah, it's okay. At least I got a little bit of time with him before he passed. Like we went and watched that Syracuse or that Alabama game, football game. And we watched Clemson whoop up on Alabama.
Yeah, Clemson went in on that game, man.
Yeah,
oh my goodness.
My grandpa used to love root beer floats. That was his thing. So I gave him a root beer float, and that was the last thing he ate.
Aww.
So,
I'm sorry, man.
But it was cool.
That's amazing, dude.
It was cool. We got to experience that, and I got to spend some time with him before.
Yeah, you'll always have those memories.
Yeah, it was cool.
Nice. Well, definitely, sending prayers to you and your family.
Thank you.
Supersonic.
Yes, ma'am. Oh, thank you, Foxy, for coming on. I want to autograph before you get famous with your singing and stuff.
Oh my God, get out of here.
I want you to sign my Xbox, please.
I'm gonna sign your Foxy deals.
He doesn't use it at all anymore anyway. He's always on PC and VR.
Hey, I'm playing Halo 5 right now, motherfucker.
I'm gonna draw all over it. It's gonna be a little tiny fox on there. It's gonna say Foxy deals. It's gonna have a whole bunch of stuff.
I love Foxy deals. Like, I got so many things just from the Foxy deals, so definitely watch for her on Twitter. Thank you, everyone in chat. You guys rocked it tonight. You guys are awesome. Every Sunday is definitely a fun time to be with this panel. And what am I going to be? Oh, find me on Supersonic Station, Mixer, YouTube, Twitch. And I'm probably going to be streaming a lot of Final Fantasy X, probably without any commentary because I just like sitting on the couch and talk to people in the chat.
I like that.
And I love that game. And I'll probably be doing some VR chat as well. So that's it for me.
You VR chat?
Yeah,
You
dude,
never
I'm,
play
I'm
that.
hooked. Dude,
Oh
I
yeah,
gotta-
and
I
don't
gotta-
forget emulators.
Yes, emulate.
I'll watch more of those VR streams, Sonic, that you were doing on that movie
they're-
studio or whatever. Those were fun.
They are coming. I think I have a Master Chief outfit now, so that's going to be very interesting. You never know what to expect when you go in VR chat.
Yeah, that was a fun time. I'll watch it again.
Thank you.
Nice. Crispy Bomb, where can people find you? What are you up to?
I just want to say the Queen of Gears. Great to have you on.
Oh.
And yeah,
That's a big honor.
at Crispy Bomb on Twitter. And that's how I roll. I argue with everybody and I have fun with it. So yeah.
You
need to play Gears,
argue?
dude.
Oh, you want to play Gears with me? I mean, you could see on Twitter.
All right.
Awesome.
All right.
All right. We gotta do that.
Awesome. And Xbot, last but not least.
What'd I do?
Where can people find you? What are you up to? All that lovely shit.
You can find me hanging out with Butcher in a van down by the river. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Throwback.
But yeah, check this out.
As long as the van's not rocking, that's okay.
Whoa.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Don't worry,
Alright,
kids.
that's
This
my
van is
cue.
safe.
To get out of here.
Yeah, like no. Butcher said he won't play VR, so there's going to be no swaying of the van. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. But guys, I do have a small YouTube channel. You might have heard of it. It's called XBot448. If you haven't checked it out yet, definitely check it out. And then while you're there, I mean, if you're already there, might as well hit the subscribe button. It is the home of the next podcast. We have a show every Saturday at 7 p.m. Not only that, I am everywhere in the community. I'm the most full-time, part-time guy on Xbox Nation. I'm on Crossfire. Of course, right here on CCC. And you can follow me on Twitter at Xbot448. So this way you know exactly where I am and what show I'm going to be on.
That's beautiful, Xbot. Nick Koch says, what about Mixer?
What about Mixer?
Mixer who?
Vengeance. The thing about that is I like to keep all my content like in one place, make it easy for my supporters. So this way it's not like, oh, is he streaming? Oh, is he gonna be on Mixer? Is he gonna be on YouTube? What about Twitch? Or maybe he's doing like I like to keep everything on YouTube. I might occasionally like stream to Mixer, but YouTube is definitely the place to get like 99.9998% of my content, man.
How about 448% of your content being on Mixer?
See, why didn't you tell me that
Awesome.
before time? 448%. I am going to start using that. I give 448% on all my live streams, all my videos, and all my podcasts.
Beautiful, Xbot. Absolutely
Hey, Xbot.
beautiful.
I have a question for you, hypothetically. Do you think that when game streaming comes out, you'll be able to game stream your stream
Wait,
Okay.
what?
or stream your game
Streaming
stream?
your stream.
Yeah,
No,
If there's-
I'll answer that. No, I've already tried it with the Google thing. It doesn't
If there was
work.
something I learned growing up and watching all the little cool sci-fi comedies and stuff like that, one main rule is you never cross streams. So no, I won't. be
I
doing
thought
that.
you were
Oh my
supposed to
God.
cross the
Ghostbusters.
streams.
No,
Damn
you
it.
don't cross the streams until there's a pyramid on a skyscraper, 2 monkey dogs, and
That's
half
Stay
naked
Puft
lady.
Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Stay Puft Marshmallow, yes. All right, Xbox, get your song ready. And
okay.
obviously, you guys can find me here on YouTube or over on Mixer. OhSnap, it's Mel on Twitter. Girls Can Game 22. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us tonight. I really appreciate you guys. Great show. Everybody arguing on the panel. Those of you who didn't argue, kudos. I burned my script, and I gave up maybe 30 minutes in. Just want you guys to know that. And I do want to shout out the moderator of the year, Daz. It is his birthday today.
24.
He's
Happy
probably,
birthday, Dad.
He's probably so like drunk off of beers right now. He's taking a nap or he's beating somebody to bits.
It's
and
not his
pieces
birthday
in Mortal
anymore.
Kombat. Yeah, it is.
No, it's already the next day for him.
No,
Well, that doesn't
actually-
count for me because it still shows me it's his birthday.
He drank so many beers, he now has a yeast infection.
Wow.
Well, he
Went there.
didn't crack him on the Daz cast, so I'm disappointed.
Yuck.
Jesus.
And then I want to thank Iron Bean Coffee and Chelsea, my bestie, for the super chats. You guys are amazing. Thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight. Again, thank you, Fox, so much for joining us today. It's been a lot of fun, and I hope you guys have a wonderful week.
Hell yeah.
Beautiful bean
Bye-bye.
footage.
Foxy deal.
Later.
Bing, bing, bong. China. Bing, bing, bong. Obamacare. Bing, 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 bong. Bong, bong, bong. Get those lights off. Bing, 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 bing. China. Bong, bong. Bing, 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 bong. Turn off the lights. I'm really rich. Bing, bing, bong. $1 million. Bing, bing, bong. It's Rubio. Bing, 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 bong. Bong, bong, bong.